Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Hurricane Lopez Presents Un Poco Más, the show where we give you just a little bit more. We talk about high risk, high reward investments in penny stocks, micro caps, small caps, and occasionally we even buy a large cap or two. But today, of course, I want to talk to you about Tenax Therapeutics, ticker symbol TENX. Um, it was a fairly uneventful day. I mean, only 6 million shares traded. It wasn't 30 million or 55 million. So, kind of a slow day and actually fairly limited range. 48 cents to 58 cents is a very defined 10-cent range. And the algorithm, the hedge fund are back firmly in control today. Let's take a look at the stock, the price action we had today. Um, we'll jump on into this chart, and basically you see the stock gap down on moderate volume overnight and pre-market, and then it opened. um, it sold off pretty quickly at the opening, um, down to as low as 47 cents. And then my feeling is, retail started buying a few shares. I've been telling you, accumulate this thing under 50 cents if you can. It's not that easy to do. It doesn't hang out down there that often, and they're rigging the bid down there. It's kind of an artificial low just to try to stop out a few more people, in my opinion. But you notice just how firmly the algo is in charge of this stock. I mean, you take a look at the range of these tails and the where some of the candles actually land, and you start to see these very sticky levels here. 53 cents exactly. Um, these candles are, ending there exactly at 53 cents, and then this is a slightly different level, but then you start to see here. This is not organic, like people trading and making decisions and capitulating. This is, predefined, computer controlled price action. I mean, look to the left, 1030, you're fixing the price at exactly 55 cents to the high side. And then again at noon, you do the exact same thing. And then the stock pushes up. Where does it go? Um, you have, this price tag, then it gets very sticky again. They want to cap it out at 57.5. Another very sticky level is 56.5 and 57 exactly. So I don't know. This stock is just being controlled to a degree that doesn't make much sense, or you wouldn't think there's much of a short play here. But I mean, that's what short long hedge funds do, is they just wring every penny out of the stock, drive it all the way down, make it reverse split, make them do an offering, and they buy the offering, then they have more control, more shares to work with. And these are the types of days you see where you still have a lot of volume. You only have a market cap of $5 million, and you have like over $3 million worth of shares churned today. And of course, they're mostly selling these shares to themselves. But so be it. They can accumulate, they can dump, they can short, they can do whatever they want. Control the price action of the stock, obviously down to the fraction of the penny. I mean, here we are at 55 cents. I mean, look to the right, look to the left. You have 55 cents is determined as the high up until, you know, 12 o'clock noon. You see these candles touching it, and then lo and behold, 55 cents all the way the rest of the day becomes the low. So you see these candles touching exactly 55 at 1 p.m., and then again at 3, all the way to 3:30, and then again at 4 o'clock, right before the close. The candles again bounce off 55 cents. So these levels are predetermined by, hedge fund X, which controls this stock and owns a lot of the shares. And obviously, some days they burn money, some days they make money. But the point is, they're making money overall in this stock, and they have been for months. As I said yesterday in my video, if you care to watch it, it was pretty long and boring and brutal. But retail is very reactive. They trade emotionally based on either fear of missing out or panic selling. And hedge funds, these small kind of crooked hedge funds, are really good at controlling those emotions. And boy, do they have their claws into Tenax. You just don't normally see a company with no debt, some cash now on hand, and two phase 3 ready drugs that have, I think, better than average chance for FDA approval. You don't see that company down at a $5 million market cap. But remember, it just doesn't take much money to control this stock. Whether you're trading, 6 million shares at 50 cents, or you're trading, 600,000 shares at $5, or you're trading 60,000 shares at $50, you can still control the price action of the stock. And, you know, that's what you see. If you take a look at this chart, um, you really start to see what could be a double bottom. Now, a lot of us thought, this is the base formula, and they did the pump, and we thought we had a bottom here at 46 cents, and we're retesting that. So if we can bounce off and move to the upside, I personally don't see much of any resistance until this level. This becomes there's a couple of important levels. This sort of 208 level, and then I would say around 282. There's, those are a couple of potential resistance points, but there's absolutely no reason the stock can't at least shoot up near that warrant exercise price, 208. I think the warrants strike at 225. So I don't know. I see a double bottom, but I could be seeing what I want to see. 10x has a way of making you a little bit dizzy and keeping your thinking on the wishful side, because you've seen the stock in September. I mean, where were we? We were like, we're up at $16 not even a year ago, and we were up at $12 in June, and here we sit at you know 57 cents. It's a bitter pill, but this is the nature of the beast with these microcap stocks. Just make no mistake, these are not people trading this stock trying to hit these pennies. This is not, a lot of people think, well, people put their orders in on even that's not what this is. Look at these candles, look at the volume. This is very well controlled, and then you start to see some more volume come in here, but it doesn't matter. They have so many shares and money, they can control this thing exactly how they want to control it. And hits 56.5, bounce off, and then it's controlling it. They basically flipped it during the day at 55. They flipped it right here at noon, and 55 went from being a cap to being a floor. So I don't know why this hedge fund does what they do, but I know they're making a little bit of money off retail a lot of these days, and I know as sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, they will pump and dump this stock again, and it won't be too long. So you traders, you day traders, strap on your helmets and get some funds ready. Actually, buy some shares. Let's pump this thing and let's dump it properly if we're going to do it. The sensible people who actually think these drugs could be approved, I suggest you continue to try to accumulate around that 50-cent area. Far be it from me to give financial advice. I am merely a middle-aged person who has had a lot of experience with the markets. I've had ups, I've had downs. I am not suggesting to tell you what to do, but I'm saying this is what I plan to do. This is what I would do if I was going to start a position or build a position. I already happen to have a huge position for me at the time I made this video, and I don't intend to sell on a pump and dump. I want to see what's going to happen with the drugs, what's going to happen with the company, what's going to happen with FDA, and that's where I'm at. I'm obviously down on the stock, but penny stocks are not for everyone. They're extremely risky. I'm certainly not a financial advisor, and I don't really know very much. So don't listen to people on YouTube, especially this guy. And do your own research. Decide if you like this company. If you're a day trader, you're a day trader. I can't help you. You're beyond help. But God bless you. I hope you make some money. My name is DannyDealz. I want to thank you for tuning in to Un Poco Mas, of course, presented by Hurricane Lopez, my fabulous alter ego. Again, it's March 15th. We're talking Tenax Therapeutics, ticker symbol TENX. And despite giving you a bunch of horrible financial advice here, this is not financial advice. Remember that. It's like, an odd contradiction. But I hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow, and 10X will give us more use for our heart medicine, and probably we will lose more money again tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in.